What's up? Another day, another dollar. Here we back at again another video, and today I just kind of want to give you guys a little update on the eclipse and tell you guys like what I'm dealing with right now at the moment. So flip the camera around and show you guys the car. All right. So pretty much I end up finding the problem with that noise that I was dealing with. So it was pretty much a noise that sounded like an axle noise. Every time I turned left, I always heard like a popping noise. I ended up getting good brand axles for it, so that is no longer the issue. But this is the next issue that I pretty much did. If you guys saw the video that I was doing the adjustable sway bar links, and in that video I did say I probably got the wrong size. I was correct. I got the wrong size. I got the smaller size and I needed the little bit longer size, because right now the adjustable sway bar link is the most I can extend it. And pretty much right now, every time I do turn left or right, the sway bar itself is hitting the inner tie rod. So pretty much, as in, like, if I'm turning the wheel left, that means it's gonna be less contact on the tire because it's pointing left. And since the sway bar is hitting the inner tie rod that is connected to the shock, so it's pretty much picking up the wheel off the floor and it's making it spin. So pretty much, yeah. So that pretty much going on with the Eclipse. I actually bought the outer tie rod itself. Yeah, charge up my phone. So I just had to turn off my Bluetooth off. But pretty much, yeah. So that is pretty much the problem what is going on with the Eclipse. It's not a big issue. It's a very small issue. Something that I did. But yeah, just can't wait to get those parts to come in. Actually, it was supposed to come today. I don't know what exactly happened. I have to just double check what carrier it's coming from. If it's coming from Amazon or it's coming from a different delivering company, so I can see the tracking numbers exactly when it's supposed to come. But it did say Saturday. But pretty much, yeah, that's pretty much going on with the Eclipse. So that's something I just can't wait to fix. And of course, the Toyota, I'm still waiting on the transmission to get that back on the road, so I can get get my daily start running like a daily that I'm supposed to do. And this car can be finally a project car for me to do and start fixing up all the little issues. But pretty much, yeah, other than that, the car is driving kind of fine. I just kind of like wanted to show you guys and tell you guys what is actually going on with the Eclipse at the moment. But yeah, everything is kind of cool. Really, there's not really a lot of stuff to talk about, honestly, in this video. But I would say, for any positivity, definitely just keep them going. There's definitely a lot of things is going to be happening, especially since, like, with the Toyota. So I give you guys, for the new people who did subscribe to my YouTube. So right here is my 1999 Toyota Camry that I got for free. So pretty much I give you a little story that my friend, if you ever saw on the last video when I was working on the Nissan Xterra, yeah, his mom actually gave me the car for free. So I was like, oh, why not? So I'm like, I actually needed the daily. I was actually saving up money for me to get a new daily. So I was like, oh, screw it. I got a new car, got a free car, so it kind of saved me money on bucks. So I ended up registering it, putting insurance on it, checking out all the 9 yards and everything else like that. Forgot to check the most important thing, was the oil. So pretty much I was like, all right, bet. Drove it for a day, worked on it, worked in it. So I actually was doing Instacart for a couple hours, and then took it for a little drive, driving around a little bit, but nothing too crazy. And then the next day I was like, know what, let me check out some maintenance, and that's what I always like to do. And after when I go for a drive or something like that, it's a little bit longer than usually when I usually do. So the next day I'll check out for some maintenance, check out a lot of stuff. I end up finding out that it was a little low in oil. So I end up putting a quart of oil in it, Meanwhile, I only had the car for 2 days, so this is like the second day. Technically it was 4, but it was 2 days me driving the car. But I put the insurance, you know, the oil. I was putting the oil. I put the oil in it, 1 quart, nothing on the dipstick. Meanwhile, this car takes about like 3.5 quarts, so you can say it's like 4 quarts really. So, long story short, the car only had 1 quart of oil in the car. So I end up topping it off with oil. Everything was running great. Put the, you know, the exact oil that I'm supposed to put on it, and then I took it out to the beach, and I got some food. I was gonna hang out for there for a little bit, and I don't know, some dude was end up feeding the birds and stuff like that, and I didn't want the birds to sit here and poop on the car, because I'm like, yeah, I just don't want that, because then I have to go and wash it. So I'm like, all right, let me just start heading back home. I end up heading back home, and literally on the on-ramp, if I don't know if you guys are from Long Island, but if you guys do know Long Island area, it's the Jones Beach and Ocean Parkway. So you guys kind of know, it's over there. So yeah, I was really went up. I had to not floor it, but just, you know, to get up to speed so I can, because it is a parkway. So I got up to like 40, 45, 50. Like, it wasn't too crazy, but after when I hit to that point, then things said boom, and then the engine blew up. I do got the motor. If you thing, I'm gonna show you guys in a little bit, but pretty much, yeah, I end up engine swapping the motor, the new motor. I got it from this one company. If you guys want to see that video, is in a couple videos before, and you would see all the videos I put up and stuff like that. They would say the title, that engine swapping the Camry. So the link is in one of the description of one of those videos. Kind of don't know what video actually it is, but it's the link in the description for that one video that shows the company what if you guys really want a motor, they're actually a good company, especially in New York, I would say, because the motor that they were selling for the Camry in New York, they were selling that same engine for at least $1,600 with the miles of 150,000 miles. So I end up getting that motor, and I believe that they located in PA. I could be wrong, but I think they're in PA. But yeah, but I got the motor for $1,100 shipped and everything. So technically the motor itself was $900 without shipping. But with shipping, it was, I just paid $200, so that's $1,100, and because that's how much I paid for it. And pretty much, yeah, the motor is actually running excellent. The motor only came with 59,000 miles. Put it on, everything was good. But after a certain point, I started having a little bit of transmission issues. Nothing with the motor. So the transmission was the original transmission for the car. So that had 260,000 miles on that thing too as well. But pretty much, yeah, so after a certain point, I was driving it. Car was driving fine. I had a little reverse issues for a little while, but after like me kept on bleeding it, and then I was just I overfilled it the first time, but that was the main reason. I ended up bleeding it out, taking it all out, all the fluids, redoing it all again, bleeding out the transmission, end up getting it to work in reverse. And I found that I needed the solenoid. Yeah, so but that is what it is. But pretty much, yeah, long story short, I was driving, doing Instacart again, and then I heard a noise, and pretty much what happened was the differential off the transmission broke. I thought it was the axles at first, but after I took one off, and I took one off, I didn't take off the driver's side off, but I can still check it out maybe down the line, but I'm pretty guaranteed just the transmission, because I drained the fluid. It was a lot of material stuff that came out, but I believe pretty much 95% is the differential pretty much exploded. Wouldn't say exploded, but some of the gears broke off of it, off the differential in the transmission. But pretty much, yeah, so that right now, that's as she sits for the Toyota. And for the Eclipse, then a couple days later, I started having axle problems of mine, but I got that solved. for now. So for right now, it's actually driving real smooth, and yeah, perfectly. But the quote of the day today is, of the stuff that I kind of told you in that little bit short period of time. For the issues that I'm having and whatever issues that you guys are having as well, I would say just stay positive, keep your head up, and there's another day. That's why I always say another day, another dollar, because it's just another day. You're gonna be spending money regardless, whatever it is, and just another day, as in it's just be grateful that you're waking up the next day to even spend $1 or more than $1. But pretty much, yeah. But I would say for everybody, just stay positive. Even though there's a lot of stuff going around in this world, but I would say just stay positive, keep your head up, stay focused on the stuff that you're aiming for. And I would say, for instance, have a plan A. Don't have no plan B's, because the plan B's, you're putting 50% away from plan A. So if you guarantee that what you want to do, whatever lifestyle or whatever you want to do, then plan A, focus on plan A. Because my goal is to make passive income. That's my dream. So that's something that's to talk to you guys about. So that's my dream. So right now, that's my main focus, on plan A, and doing a lot of stuff around what I can do that make passive income. So hopefully in the future, I can get myself a garage, open myself a little business, maybe invest in something. But that's something, in the future that I would love to do. But for right now, I was gonna just stick my mind focused on plan A, and eventually I will get there. But that's the only way I can get there, is just keeping around people who has positive energy around me, not negativity, and just putting some life and some energy to keep on focus on what you got to do. And maybe the people who you do meet in the future, somebody can actually help you out and to reach those goals a little bit quicker. So pretty much, yeah. But I'm not gonna end this video off right now. This is for the new subscribers. I actually want to show you guys the engine, what actually blew up in the Toyota. So yeah, my phone is at 12%, so it's not bad right now. But pretty much, yeah, I want to show you guys the engine that blew up in the Toyota. Okay, so I have a lot of stuff over here. I have a couple metals I had to scrap, but but pretty much, yeah, this is the motor. This is the old motor off the Toyota. Put a window right through the block of the motor. So this engine had like 200 yeah, so this engine had like 269,000 miles. Yeah, my bad for the noise. Pretty much, yeah, so that motor had like 269,000 miles. I could double check on the dash for you guys, but pretty much, yeah. So, and then I don't know, keep on show you guys a couple more other stuff. All right, it do start it because the battery, but yeah, it actually has 265,000 miles. So how much miles this has on this vehicle? It is a lot, but this car do have a new motor in it, so it has 59,000 miles motor that's in here. So yeah, so this is the new motor, what I had to do. So pretty much what happened was it blew up right behind here. So right behind the AC compressor, that's where it blew up at. So when it blew up, it actually knocked off the whole entire AC compressor. Bolts broke, that came off, so I had to get a new AC compressor. Actually, I can show you guys because the old one is in the trunk. But pretty much, yeah, But this is pretty much what is going on right now. The motor is actually pretty excellent, I'm not gonna lie. Open up the cap for you guys. So people who work on mechanics, you see something like that is actually looking pretty good, especially for a 90s vehicle. But pretty much, yeah. So the only thing is I do have to do is take off this transmission off the car, sadly. But yeah. But I really wish it wasn't the transmission, honestly. I kind of wish it was the axles, because axles is very easy to replace. Yeah, but sadly it's not the axle. But pretty much, yeah, that's gonna be that's it for me for today of what I have going on for today. There's nothing too crazy stuff I had to go and really talk about. But other than that, then yeah, let's walk in the backyard for the new subscribers here. Just continue the video, show you guys what I do, vehicles I do have. So that's enough with the cars. This is the stuff with the bikes. So the OG subscribers, you guys already know, but the new subscribers, you guys don't know. First thing is, this is my Chinese bike, Hawk 250. So you can say it's a Honda clone, you could say. I think, or kind of like a Honda. It's kind of like, you can say a Honda clone, really. But pretty much, yeah, this is my bike. Pretty much most reliable bikes, pretty much, I would say. Definitely, if you guys are very trying to get a bike and you guys are beginners, I would say definitely cop this. Street legal, by the way. So I have turning signals, headlights, horn. They come horn right there. Only thing I did to it is put a carburetor, bigger jetting for fueling wise, filter pod, and exhaust. That's pretty much it. Only mods. Other than that, I changed the rear sprocket to get more higher speed, top end speed. But other than that, she's reliable. So I would say definitely, if you guys are looking for a bike, I say definitely get this. It's not too expensive. It's actually, I got this bike 1,700 shipped and everything. It comes to your house. Only thing that you have to install is the front wheel, handlebars, headlight, and other than that, then just check out some of the bolts and just readjust your chain. When I had to do it, I had to readjust my chain, and because it came a little bit too tight, so I had to adjust that. And I had to adjust my clutch cable, because my clutch cable was a little bit too loose, so it wasn't fully disengaging when I first bought the bike. But yeah, this is pretty much reliable. The only thing in the future what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off all these stickers off, and throughout the years it kind of faded a little bit, so I'm going to try to repaint everything and try to just cover up the motor. Probably that is pretty much what I had to do, is just clean it. But yeah, I'm going to just repaint all of this gloss black, like the frame part, the plastics, and take everything off. I'm going to try to rewrap the seat. Throughout the years, is been in the sun. So I had this bike for like 4 years now, 4 or 5 years. My bad about the dogs, the neighbor's house. But pretty much, yeah, this is gonna be it for a little thing. But this is my moped. So the moped is running. I just had to get just one starter gear but that's pretty much all this thing needs. But this motor's fully built. I ended up finding out that it's just, they came out with new for the GY6. If you guys are scooter people, they actually came out with a new pistons and stuff like that. So they actually have a little bit bigger piston size. I found it out. Time to make the video, I'm gonna show you guys. But they actually have a stroker crankshaft too as well, so you can get a little bit more compression and technically a little bit more cc. So it's actually, when you do that, the stroker crank, and then you just get a little bit bigger pistons. Is actually going to be a true 100cc big bore kit. Right now they say 100, but it's actually, this is like an 82 cc's. So until I get to the crank, if by the time I get the crank, it'll be like a 90, it'll be like a 90 something. By the time I get the little bit extra bigger piston and just a little bit extra bigger piston, then this moped will be truly 100 cc's. But yeah, that's gonna be in the future. I have to wash this thing because it's been sitting outside for a little while. But pretty much, yeah, I'm gonna try to get back into that, honestly. But the time I get to the Toyota and well, my eclipse might be done maybe this weekend, because the part is coming Saturday. So if I have some time, I'm gonna try to work on that, because I do got a couple cars I had to work on starting tomorrow, sadly. So this is my last off day. Other than that, I have to start working on cars because I do mold. So all right, so but that's gonna be it for me today. But yeah, so until the time I start working on the moped and stuff like that, I'm gonna try to get this car that I'm sitting on driving, and the one back there to not have any more noises that I kind of don't like, because it's embarrassing. But pretty much, yeah, just take it one day at a time. Just, you know, stay positive. And again, we're trying to aim for that 200 subscribers at the end of July. So we're very, very close. We have 171 subscribers. So we just need, if my math is right, I think we need 29 more subscribers. So if you can get 29 subscribers, my goal is to hit 200 subscribers at the end of July. Try to reach that goal. My birthday's actually almost at the end of July. So the time we can reach that goal, that will be, you can say it's like a birthday gift, you could say. Well, at least for you to me. But pretty much, yeah, these clouds came down. And these clouds is about to start raining soon. But yeah, just like and subscribe. See you guys in the next one. And definitely comment and whatever you guys want to say. I like to read the comments and stuff like that, and also I will respond to every single comment, or whoever comments, I will always respond back. So if you guys need any type of help or knowledge of working on cars and stuff like that, you can also follow me on my Instagram. I'll put it on the screen, but it's pretty much, I'll say it is Marcus_9534. Again, it's gonna be on the screen. But pretty much, yeah. So if you guys really need some help in anything, and definitely, you know, or if you guys in the area, definitely let me know too as well, because I do mobile mechanics. So if you guys live in the Long Island area, you guys can always hit me up on my Instagram too as well. But other than that, then see you guys in the next one.